Hey folks, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been sick this week and I burst my eardrum while I've sneezed. So I've been all off balance and not having a good week in general. However, I got to stay at home and have some quiet crafting time. So I got to use my new stencils, which I absolutely love. And this is a new card that I designed today. So I'm going to show you how to make that amazing little thing. So we're going to be using Distress Oxides today. They're an amazing ink that I absolutely love. They're a mix of a dye ink and a pigment ink. And we're using this special stamp set, Born to Shine, which is available to order at the moment as a special children's package for crafting with kids, with Maya. She's awesome. Alright, so Custom have just released a stencils range, which I absolutely love. This is a beautiful Mandala one that we'll be using today. So the oxide inks are a mixture of pigment ink and dye ink, which you can do all kinds of amazing creations with. So today I'm just going to do some circle work with the ink up to about the center. I'm just fading it out a little bit, and then come in this one over the top of that one. And we're just going to do light pressure in circles because you don't want to move the stencil like I just did. There we go. So there's the background, which is pretty cool. Now you can leave that as it is, or you can sprinkle water droplets on it, and then you get this amazing oxide reaction with those special inks. They're really super duper cool. Love it. All right, so the next layer that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the lovely new mixed media gloss sprays that we have in our range. When you're using these, I would advise to have your all-purpose mat underneath you and nothing else near you. Probably because I make a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly spray on the dark bits where the dark is. Then just going to get a wipe and wipe the nozzle and pop the lid back on. They're a gloss spray, but they've got acrylic in them, and so they will dry on anything that they get on. So there we go. So I'll just give that a dry. So the all-purpose mat, this would just wipe off after it's dried, but if it got on my table, for example, I would have to wipe it off straight away. But because I'm working, I just want to clear that up straight away at the moment. Let's dry that off. Right, so that doesn't take too long to dry. While that's drying, we'll stamp out our sentiment. Be proud of who you are. I think that goes along for everyone. Not enough people are proud of who they are. And proud of themselves from within inside themselves as well. So I've got the Stays on ink for this one because I'm stamping onto vellum. And it'll take a little bit longer to dry normally. You could zap that with the heat gun to make it dry quicker. Excuse me. But it shouldn't take too long. So the gloss spray on that one's nearly done. It's nearly dry. So it's just a nice little subtle mixed media effect, which I love. All right. So I'll trim this one here off. Pop those away. Now, when you're adhering vellum, I like to, when you're putting adhesive on it, I like to have my soft mat from underneath the stamp with me. It gives a better adhesion. So I have some of our new mixed in papers. They're my favourite papers in the range. They've got lots of geometrical shapes and patterns and different colours, and they're double-sided as well. I love this one because you can use the little diamonds in there. So I'm just going to cut off 3 hearts here from the edge of that zip strip, and then cut those into 3 little individual hearts. Now I'm going to just do one of them in the peacock. Excuse me. Wipe off the excess and leave the other ones as they are. All right. So this is a little strip that I cut from the mix-in papers. And pardon me, I need to have my asthma pump in a minute, I think. So we're just going along the lines of the printed paper. So it gives us another element to this card that's nice and subtle still. Stays in that kind of monochromatic blues, so it's not too in your face. There we go. So now we've got some of those. So have a drink, sorry. So I'm going to dovetail the strip behind it. So you just do a little cut in the centre, and then from each edge you cut into that little line, just like that. And you just want to mount this behind the word you. So it stands out a little bit, not too much. So all right, so it's time to stick everything down. So I'm just going to do some adhesive at the top and the bottom of this one. Now this adhesive is repositionable, so you can move it around if you get it in the wrong spot. And you can also lift it like this and put your elements underneath. So I like it there. And then we're to put our love hearts on the card. You do them underneath or at the side. I like a bit of both. So we're just going to use the mono liquid glue, which is really good for card making, especially with the fine tip. And you can stand it. So we'll do this heart first, the white one. And I'll tuck that just under there, I think. Pop this one over the top. And this one underneath again. There we go. Just wipe off that excess glue. Then we're going to put it on the backing. There you go. You've got your card. So then you just put that on your card base and write a message in it. Oh, one more thing. If you want, you can use markers and you can colour in sentiment to make it stand out a bit more. So you could use metallic markers, which are really in at the moment, which I've got a couple of that I love. But my tri-blend marker is pretty cool. There you go, done. Thanks for watching, bye.